The magic number at the end of training camp is 23. 23 spots available on the opening night roster. But if you make your living in the blue paint, 2 is company, 3 is a crowd.
Centering, Domestikov walks it and shoots, and Vladar flashes the leather. The shot, the save, the rebound, oh, somehow Cooley!
Healthy competition is always the goal, but the reality is there's only 2 nets. It was that competition and opportunity that drew newcomer Devin Cooley to Calgary in the first place. Cooley signed a 2-year deal with the Flames in the offseason.
Oh, it's been awesome, you know. I'm really happy with our place, and it's great to be all settled and get the girlfriend out here too, and where she's comfortable and you're not living in a hotel, you know, like you have a kitchen and everything. So it's been nice. The younger guys have been really cool. The older guys, the veterans have been super cool. Everyone's been really nice and welcoming, and it's been a really fun environment to come to the rink every day, that's for sure. This year it was like I really just wanted to go somewhere where I could compete. And I'm at that age now, you know, where it's kind of like, you know, you got to compete, like you got to break in and really start to hopefully get some full-time NHL time. And that's kind of my goal. And I felt like this was going to be the best opportunity to do that, you know.
You're battling in camp, but obviously you're all playing well too. And that's gotta be fun when you're going to work and knowing you're going to get the best from every guy.
Yeah, yeah, everyone's doing well. You know, it's like, it is really fun and it's super competitive. It's like you can't take your foot off the gas for 1 second because you know the other guys are going to be like right on top of it. So it's been like a blast. It's like every single game I'm just expecting, oh yeah, like these guys are going to dominate, like Wolf and Vladdy, and they're going to do so super well. So it's like when I go in, like I got to do super well too, you know. And I think that's kind of elevating all of our games, and I think you're kind of seeing that in the preseason. Like everyone's doing really, really well, and I know like goaltending was like a big question mark, you know, for Calgary, and everyone's like, oh, like I don't know about Calgary's goaltending and experience and blah, 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 and it's like, well now, like, I mean, I know it's preseason, but like in preseason, like we probably have some of the best stats like in the league for goaltending, and I think a lot of that has to do with the competition that we have, and we're all pushing each other to be better and competing, and it's just been a blast. You're seeing that like with everybody too, right? Like it's the forwards and the defensemen, like when guys are competing, it's like nobody can just relax, you know? It's like everyone's like giving it their all and really trying to go for a spot, and that, you know, makes everybody better as a result. So when I was growing up playing youth hockey, like the youth programs were just starting in San Jose, and when we first started, we didn't have goalies because I don't know why, we were just too young, or I don't know how it is in Canada, but like the young guys, like we just didn't have goalies, like not enough guys or whatever. So like every single time we'd go out on the ice, one guy got to go out in their player gear and play goalie. And I always hoped it was me, and I'd always try to volunteer because I thought it was so much fun. And so I would go out there and just literally just playing my player gear. And I actually remember the very first goal I ever let in to this day, like to a T. And I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so much fun. The idea that you can be like the most important guy on the ice and like you have the most responsibility is like really intriguing to me. And like being like every single night you could be the hero or you could be like the guy that everybody hates, you know? And so like there's a lot of responsibility and a lot of pressure. And I think it's really fun, you know, having that kind of pressure on you and having that kind of like importance. Because I think everybody like wants to feel important, you know, like to an extent, like whatever your role is. And being a goalie is like a pretty important position, you know? It's like you need good goaltending, you know, most of the nights to have success. And that's what I really was drawn to. I think the mental side is probably the biggest thing. It's like I just don't get as stressed anymore. I'm not as like panicky about everything, you know? Like I still spiral sometimes, you know? Like I still have those negative emotions every once in a while, but for the most part, it's I'm a lot more chill about everything. I would say like the ego isn't as there as much, you know, especially when it comes to like competing with other guys. It's like when I'm watching other guys I'm competing with, it's like I'm genuinely happy like when they're doing well. Like now it's just like, I just want to be the best goalie I can be, you know? It's like I made it to the NHL. Now it's like, let's see how far I can go. Let's see how far, like how good I can be like with this body of mine, you know, and with this mind of mine, and, you know, see what happens. And that's where it's like, that's where the passion comes back. Because now it's like, now there's nothing I'm chasing. Now it's just like, let's just see how far I can go, you know, this would be super cool. And that helps with like the competition too, because now it's not like I'm seeing somebody else like maybe beat me out for a spot or take playing time from me, and I'm not like getting upset about it. Instead I'm like, okay, like they're doing really good. That means I could probably do really good too. Like what are they doing that I'm not, you know? Like how can I improve from their game? And that's been the biggest change for me as a pro, I would say. I'll give you guys a little house tour. My favorite part. We got a nice little basement down here and my little instruments studio set up. I play guitar and piano, and I used to make music a lot in college, and I DJ'd in college too. And so I've always been like a huge music nerd and passionate about music, but I haven't made music in a long time. Now I just play instruments. Sometimes when like you're making music and you're producing music, you get really like obsessed with it and like dive in, and then all of a sudden I'm not sleeping and I'm like too excited about it, you know, because I'm a very obsessive person. And so it's important to just stay obsessed about hockey, because as soon as I get too into something else, it'll take all my energy away from hockey. And so now I just like play for fun. Just like a little, just like a little jazz. Like it's like anyone who knows piano will be like, oh, that's the most basic thing you could possibly do. But it's like something like original, you know. My stepsister was taking lessons in the house for the piano, and she was playing the same song over and over again. I was like, oh my God, this is so annoying. I was like, I bet you I could just go on the piano and like jam and be better than you. And I kind of just did to kind of like show her up, which is kind of mean. But I was like, I was just so sick of it. I was like, I don't need lessons, you know, I could do it. And so I started doing it. I actually like fell in love with it. And now I'm like back where I'm like, okay, man, I wish I kind of would have taken lessons, because now I got to relearn all the technical stuff that I didn't learn because I'm playing like all sloppily and stuff. And also with the piano, it's like, if you start thinking about what you're playing while you're playing, you can't. Like you get screwed, you know? Yeah, exactly. And so like it's the same thing like with goalie. If you start thinking about like what you're doing as the puck is coming, you know, you're not even gonna be watching the puck. It happens too quick. Like you don't have time to think. Yeah, so these are like my VR gloves. So you put like the controllers on, and then you put like the goggles on, and then it's like you're playing like actual goalie. And it's really fun on the carpet because you can roll around and dive and stuff. Yeah. If we have a day off and we're not skating, I'll like put them on to like stay fresh and just like roll around the carpet. You feel like a little kid. Like it's like playing mini hockey, but like as an actual goalie with like actual people coming down and shooting on you. Oh yeah, it's like real shooters. Like they have like an actual like, I don't know how they do it, but it's like real shooters coming down and shooting in different plays and stuff. They have robots that do it too, but mostly it's the stuff that I like is the real shooters, because you can read the releases and all this. Right. And then this is Tito, yeah, our rabbit, but he's, we have a station for him upstairs and downstairs because we don't want to have to carry everything down all the time. So like when we come and rot on our nest, we bring the rabbit down and he runs around, and we have a little cover so he doesn't pee on things. And my little like recovery room, when you don't want to stay at the rink all day long, you know, you can just come home and like do a little bike ride, some stretching. We got a little like weight set. And so, hi. This is Natalie. This is Natalie's office. She's working on her master's right now. And then this is the famous Tito. Oh yeah. When I knew I was probably gonna sign with Calgary, we ordered a little jersey for him ahead of time. Yeah, we do have a lot of costumes, and we gotta figure out what he's gonna be for Halloween this year.
Preseason hockey brings with it an added layer of preparation for traveling players, flying into the visiting city just hours before puck drop. Such is the case for their final road game in Winnipeg, a 2-hour flight into the Central Time Zone to take on the Jets. And for many players, one last opportunity to leave an impression.
go right through. And then the weak side has to go hard because this D is going to shift hard. This D is going to shift hard. So this other side would have to go hard through. Make sense? Then you got to think about this kind of route to come through so he can maybe chip. And then weak side and Pelts has to get over there hard. Yeah, that chip route. But if it goes either direction, the other side dot, like if they go that way and do the same thing, you got to go hard through here. So they're going to shift really hard. Does that make sense?
And then the big thing for me is that sagging D is shifting. Right? Once, and anticipating, you'll see on there, once you see them enter a side that's coming over, get forward the strong side and try and get that stall right away, or stuff it right there, boom, get it off. Okay? They're all four, they're below. We want to be above.
Try to hit the inside guy. Ideally, yeah. But if you hit outside, I'm going to have them run sort of a chip play where this guy drives onto it. If he's deep, perfect. Just slip it to these guys and off we go.
That's too much room when it comes wide, so we don't want to give them that at all, guys, so we'll shut that down. The biggest thing that we can do in that area is play behind that back end. That's where it all starts for us. Then the second point of that one, on our forecheck, you go to arrive on time.
Rebound picked up by Schwind, who drops, Bean shoots, and they score! Maybe Martin Furk gets that goal as the Flames strike first. Connor's on the move. Ehlers takes the pass and scores! Good pass through, leading runner, scores! Verstavich centers it, Kirkland trying to shoot it. It's loose in the blue paint, and they score! Tough to tell who touched it last, if it was Justin Kirkland or maybe Sam Morton, but the Flames get a fortuitous bounce and tie the game at 2.
When we're going to kill plays, kill them right away. Make sure we're killing them hard with purpose, get your support in there, then let's get out of the zone in a hurry, okay? Good period. I want to see it again this period, boys. Okay?
Try to set a little pick and Tyson will come off your back for one.
What do you want off this?
Off this draw, take it back, do it right, come with speed. Yeah, rather than try to do something choppy, let's do it right, all right? Sit, Hansi. That's it, nice and tight, boys. There you go. Mark that transition. Stay on it, stay on it.
Love the effort coming back. Read the hand.
Gotta get over, Walks. Get in there first, boys. Get across. Hansi, when that guy's getting the net clean, if you see he's gonna get that net clean, then hold it. Okay. You hold right there, he can take him.
My thought is we have Czar coming over, right?
Yeah.
That's just my thought. And then Mance is not going behind the net.
If this guy were dropping, I would go at him. But if you come here, he can cancel you out with a hard play, and then we're in one up here.
Guys, keep your pace up.
Walk's got to push back on that, boys. Then aim back to the wall. Oh.
Go.
Hey, dot line, boys. Wingers, dot line here. Keep them out there.
Come on, you got to keep working up and support. Keep your feet moving.
Nice, boys. Let's take advantage of it here. Put it on them, boys. Put it on them. Just be aware, and then once you see, you're probably with them when you had your head turned. Yeah. But the puck went down deep, then you're breaking off and you're going. Yeah, stay right up. Might as well.
But if he slides to the middle of the ice and this guy starts coming, this dot line guy, you can't fade with him.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's get organized. Go to work, boys.
Here comes Velarde quickly, trying to beat the defenseman. Gabriel Velarde right in. Rebound Lowry. Here's a chance at Niederreiter. Shoots and scores.
Remember, these guys got to stay up and support Tyson so that any high pressure we're able to help.
Hunter Brustevich continues to demonstrate the skill he possesses on the blue line, but at just 19 years of age, his time is not now. His first step into pro hockey will be with the Wranglers, at least to start the season.
So you got a lot of tools, so I'm really excited about you. Thank you. I'm going to ask of you is just make sure everything you do in practice to games is you find that pace all the time. And that's such a big thing. Like when you get a chance to play against the Scheifele line or Ehlers coming down the wing at you. Yeah. Every team has those guys. Right. So I want you to really push yourself, challenge yourself to be that guy that can defend against those people. For sure. Like, yeah. Just keep working on your game. I think I'm just very impressed with what you did. For sure. Yeah.
Just keep your habits too every day down there, right? Like take the pace that you learned here at practice and you lead it down there. That's the whole hoops. Thank you.
But your puck play is elite already. Like, continue to keep going on that. But overall, great game.
Thank you.
Really awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. So we'll keep following you. We'll stay in touch with all that stuff. But go down there and be a defenseman that's assertive right away.
I will. Tomorrow's gonna be day off for you. Okay. So just take the day and then Reese will send you a normal Friday. Yeah. Okay. All right. So day off tomorrow. If it says practice, no practice for you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Okay. Well done. Thank you. Well done. We'll see you Friday. Okay. See you Friday.
The senior member of this goaltending trio is 27-year-old Dan Vladar, a veteran of 75 NHL games coming off off-season hip surgery.
Awesome, right? Like finally I can be myself a little bit more and then just actually enjoy coming to the rink and not worrying about my health, and I actually worry about my game. So that's a nice thing, and I'm just so glad that I'm over it, and as I said, I can just enjoy now.
Now pain-free, Vladar is moving freely in the crease once again.
Go, buddy. All right, let's go. Let's go. Keep kicking. Right into the leather.
After 4 preseason appearances and 3 wins, Vladar and his hip pass all tests with flying colors.
Just did everything I could, so I have a clean mind. I can look into a mirror and say that I done everything to help our team win, and then that was my goal before the camp. So I did that, and then we'll see what happens next week, right?
With the Monday deadline looming, final roster decisions have to be made. None of them easy, which means a few difficult conversations with players placed on waivers Sunday. Cooley is one of them, a guy Flames management desperately wants to stick around.
We're trying to give opportunities to the players that we feel have earned it. Now, when you look at the goaltenders, all 3 of them have. So there's a tougher decision in regards to that. But for us, when we're trying to put together the team, it's more about who gives us the best chance to win right now.
You'd love to keep everybody, have a roster where you could have more players, but we have to get down to 23. So that was probably as tough a decision as we've had to make as a group in the last couple of years. I mean, all 3 guys played really well.
But with the bad news for some comes great news for others. Sam Honzik, Adam Klapka, and Dustin Wolf have all earned their spot on the opening night roster. They learned officially with their teammates Monday morning.
Let's go, boys. Hey guys, just wanted a quick second. There's lots of things about my job that aren't fun, but today is something that actually is fun. Was setting the roster, getting ready to go. There's 3 guys that made the team, and I want to acknowledge them right now. So we'll start with the first one, Wolfie. Congratulations. It's exciting. Here we go. So let's go. It's going to be good. Next one, the big man, Clapper. Hey, well deserved. You did a great job, and looking forward to it. And the last one, Hanzo, where are you? Here. And for Hanzo, I did decide I changed your number too. So 42 is going to be gone. Sorry, Depot. We're going to go with 29. Clapper, we're going to talk after. I think you look good in that number, but we can change it if you want. Guys, looking forward to it. It's going to be a great season. I can't wait to get to Vancouver and get this thing going. Hell of a preseason. You know what? I love how we just kind of come together. Love the group.
Next stop, the regular season.